Hello, we're here today in the Community Arts Forum for the launch of a book by Mearns Pollock, a gentleman from Newry, who has done this book called Poetry of Irish Slavery. And Mearns has also recently been awarded the Community Foundation for Northern Ireland Difference Maker Award for his work on Irish slavery in Barbados.
In recent times then, I've begun to do work as Honorary Consul for Barbados. What does that mean? I've been helping them develop their industrial development agencies and making connections here in relation to golf tourism, telecommunications, higher education and so on. And that's what I've been facilitating. It's an honorary position. My wife says it's a big hat and no cattle, so I don't want to talk it up too much. And then I got a call out of the blue from Mearns here, who asked me would I come up and launch this little book of poetry. I think this kind of enterprise, this kind of initiative, I think is really important. I think it is important to establish that connection, to raise our consciousness about our cousins out there, and to raise their consciousness about the connection with Ireland. And I think only good can come of that. I'm very struck by a number of things here today. One is are the paintings, the works of art here. And the one that, they're all lovely, but the one that's so powerful is the one, Sugar, there behind you. Because what it shows is that sugar, of course, the sugar island, sugar is sweet. But of course that tells you that sugar was very bitter for the people who were basically imprisoned and enslaved by it. Also, Mearns has shown me this book, Ulster and Slavery. And I said, could you sum up what that book says to me? And he said, what it says is that Ulster says no to slavery. So coming from the Republic, I thought that was great. Up until now, Ulster saying no had a different connotation. So I was glancing through the book here, and one of them caught my eye because it tells the story as it would have been experienced by the slaves. And the one I've picked out is, Will We Ever Dance at the Moneen? And the Moneen in Gaelic is basically a small bog or a small pile of turf. Moan is the Gaelic for turf or peat, and Moneen is little turf. O fiddler seated on the three-legged stool, old man with your bow and plain pine fiddle, sending messages like the silver tip, inviting lads and lasses out of their furrows to dance. So he's painting a picture of Irish people in the furrows, in the fields, enslaved, and he's inviting them out to dance. Laughing and joking, they go through their paces, lead round, body, figures and finishes, then a seat at the edge of the Moneen for rest. Out of their number, young Sean and Colleen Maguire takes to the crossroads. He with his buttoned waistcoat and high cravat, she with high cheekbones, raven black hair, and the piercing yeux de bouffage. The fiddler plays his 16-bar, The Lark in the Morning, and Colleen whirls her crimson homespun skirt to bring out the best in Sean's dancing feet. Rinceor Fachia nach Jarmad Orlach. That means a village green dancer never forgets an inch. Now under the gaze of the Barbadian sun, what hope do they have of return, snatched from their homeland, no more Maureen to have some fun? And so I'd like to congratulate you, Mearns, on really a wonderful initiative, a lovely enterprise, and I wish you every success in building on this and bringing it to the wider public attention. And thanks for inviting me to come here today. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Eddie. And Mearns, maybe you'd like to just say a few words about how you got interested in this project, and the end of which was this lovely book that everybody's sure to enjoy.
I was cutting peat up in the Highlands where a little croft, and there was a bard helping me to cut the peat, and he told me of a story about young Scots who were taken away, and he knew I was from Ireland, and he said, well, not only Scots, but there were Irish in the 17th century. And it really hit me that here was this 80-year-old who was helping me to cut the peat. His roots were in the island, but his desire was to do something for the young people that went, taken away, transported to a strange island that I heard of, Barbados. And I heard of a university course at OMA, Migration Studies, and I started to look and find, and it was true. Young people were kidnapped, made slaves, and it was horrifying to read that this island that young people were taken. And so my journey, my pilgrimage developed from that, and I approached many beautiful poets to contribute to the book, which they have done. And I think that is a gift that the poets have given to the drawings that were made by young people in Newry. And we're fortunate today to have one of those poets with us. And I'd like Sinead maybe to read one of her beautiful poems.
It's called Fallen Angel. Down from heaven you came to be, a fallen angel without your wings, to live your life on earthly plane, to feel the sun and taste the rain. Learn new things you need to know, and ask your questions as the world goes by, while in turn you teach to those who need to know the answers to their needy cries. And as your time here draws to a close, remember that memories of you are of love. Heaven awaits you in the clouds above, and your spirit will be carried by that of a dove. Let those around you gently pray that the angels rejoice in your forthcoming stay. The pain you bear will gently pass, and memories of you will forever last. Thank you.
Okay, just on behalf of the Community Foundation, I'm delighted to present this to you, Mearns. As a recipient of a Difference Makers grant, we're delighted to be associated with your project. Thank you.
And thank you very much indeed. Thank you. And this here is the emblem of Barbados. And in Barbados now there are a few people who are called redlegs, who are descendant from the Irish slaves, and they are sort of way not second class, but they are third class citizens on the island, forgotten. But they were pleased that I was able to identify with their suffering and to make known that their past is not forgotten. And that's what makes a difference maker can make, to remember those that are not forgotten.